In today's headlines, the Trump administration begins a sweeping restructuring of the health department with thousands of job cuts. President Trump announces that India will slash tariffs ahead of the April 2nd Liberation Day. A Tesla vandalism case in Texas takes a political turn amid claims of targeted attacks. The Department of Justice seeks the death penalty in the high profile murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO. VP JD Vance defends controversial deportation of a Salvadoran man mistakenly sent to a megaprison. In India, all opposition parties unite against the Waqf Amendment Bill, while Pakistan faces heavy casualties after ceasefire violations. Annamalai's role in Tamil Nadu BJP politics shifts amid changing alliances. Warnings about India's earthquake preparedness arise following Myanmar's disaster. Globally, Iran threatens nuclear escalation in response to Trump's airstrike warnings. These stories and more. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has begun issuing layoff notices to employees, with up to 10,000 jobs expected to be cut. The restructuring comes after President Trump revoked collective bargaining rights and announced plans to reshape the department. At NIH staff, reductions coincided with Dr. Jay Bhattacharya's first day as director. The new administration for a healthy America will consolidate addiction and health center funding. Workers lined up at HHS headquarters uncertain about their futures. Voluntary retirements and separations will also impact staffing. The layoffs span across Washington, D.C., Atlanta, and smaller field offices. Critics warn this could weaken public health readiness. President Trump stated that India will substantially reduce tariffs on American goods before his April 2nd deadline for reciprocal tariffs. He reiterated that countries like the EU have already reduced their rates, setting the stage for broader trade realignment. Trump has long labeled India a tariff king and criticized its policies. The US will impose a 25% tariff on auto imports starting April 3rd. India is reportedly considering slashing duties on Harley-Davidson bikes and US wines. Talks concluded last week with India seeking a reprieve from inclusion in broader tariff measures. Trump stressed fairness for American workers. No final confirmation from India yet. A Dallas Tesla owner is suing Rafael Hernandez for over $1 million after his vehicle was vandalized at a DFW airport. Tesla's cameras captured Hernandez scraping the side of the Model X. The victim alleges the attack was part of a broader Tesla takedown movement. The lawsuit claims Tesla owners are increasingly being targeted. The vandalism was reported while the owner was traveling. The movement includes calls to divest from Tesla due to Elon Musk's policies. Representative Jasmine Crockett has been vocal in opposing Musk, further fueling tensions. Hernandez was arrested for criminal mischief. No comment yet from his attorney. Attorney General Pam Bondi has ordered the death penalty be pursued against Luigi Mangione, charged with killing UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Bondi called the act a cold-blooded assassination. Mangione allegedly shot Thompson outside a Manhattan hotel in December 2024. The DOJ labeled the crime an act of terrorism. Mangione has pleaded guilty to state charges. Federal pleas are pending. Thompson was attending an investor conference. He had held multiple executive roles at UnitedHealth since 2004. Trump's administration has resumed federal executions aggressively. The DOJ cited this case as aligned with their broader agenda on crime control. Vice President JD Vance responded to critics after the Trump administration mistakenly deported Kilmar Abrigo Garcia, who had protected legal status. Vance argued the man was a convicted MS-13 gang member and should not be in the US. The administration acknowledged the error but claimed courts lack authority to demand his return. Activists argue some deportations are based on vague tattoo associations. Vance criticized those defending deportees over the crimes they allegedly committed. The administration maintains only the worst of the West were sent to El Salvador's megaprison. The issue has sparked legal and human rights concerns. The Congress, Shiv Sena, UBT, and CPIM have joined forces to oppose the amended Waqf Bill in Parliament. Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge called the bill divisive and accused the BJP of targeting Muslim rights. The bill seeks to revise the 1995 Waqf Act governing Muslim charitable property. Opposition parties plan to vote against it and claim it curbs religious freedom. A joint parliamentary committee had previously removed 44 suggested amendments. The bill is scheduled for debate and vote tomorrow. AIMIM's Asauddin Owaisi said it infringes on fundamental rights. The BJP holds a majority, making passage likely. The Indian Army confirmed that Pakistani troops violated the ceasefire at the LOC in Poonch, Jammu and Kashmir. An infiltration attempt in the Krishna Ghati sector was foiled, resulting in reported Pakistani casualties. No Indian casualties or damage were reported. Retaliatory fire continued throughout the day. This makes the latest in a string of violations over 2 months. Sources say Pakistani troops made repeated intrusion attempts. The Indian Army remains on high alert in the region. Cross-border sniping and explosives have raised tensions. Indian authorities are addressing the violations at a tactical level. BJP leader K. Annamalai, once adamant about not aligning with AIADMK, may now accept a political deal ahead of the 2026 Tamil Nadu Assembly elections. In 2023, he criticized AIADMK icons, resulting in a rift. Despite BJP's electoral defeat, it saw vote share gains under his leadership. After a political sabbatical, Annamalai returned to new alliance dynamics. Central BJP leaders are keen to rekindle the partnership. AIADMK is facing its own leadership crisis. Annamalai's future role is uncertain as party strategy evolves. Actor Vijay's entry into politics adds further complexity to Tamil Nadu's landscape. The recent 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar and Thailand has killed over 2,000 people. Experts warn India could face worse devastation due to its dense cities and poor earthquake preparedness. The Himalayan region is overdue for a high magnitude quake. Cities like Delhi and Guwahati are in high-risk zones. Despite past tragedies like Bhuj and Assam, infrastructure remains vulnerable. A great Himalayan earthquake is inevitable. Seismologists say poorly constructed buildings amplify the danger. Officials urge India to prioritize disaster resilience. Current measures are inadequate for a high-scale seismic disaster. Ali Larijani, advisor to Iran's supreme leader, warned Iran may pursue nuclear weapons if attacked by the US or Israel. His statement came after President Trump threatened air strikes if Iran rejects a nuclear deal. Khomeini warned of a reciprocal blow if military action occurs. Iran showcased missiles sites as deterrence. Larijani said Iran doesn't want nukes but will be forced if provoked. Iran's UN envoy condemned US warmongering. Tehran has rejected direct talks but remains open to indirect diplomacy. The escalating rhetoric has raised concerns about a renewed Middle East conflict. That concludes today's bulletin. For more updates, stay with us. I'm Anjali Swami, and we'll see you next time.